society. And so, for me, selfless sacrifice, uh, helping others, being able to have consideration for other people, courtesy, all those things, conventions, these are things that make it possible for us to work in a community, society, nation, international, global world, all those sort of things. Because if we didn't have those guidelines, unfortunately, what we have is anarchy, war, you know, all sorts of things that have happened. So we start small from where we are local, that's our community, our family unit. We try to strengthen those things, and that's it. This bank, what they call after Christmas, you have the bank holiday. Yes, what's that? 26th of December.
What, Lent?
No, Chris. It was
Boxing Day?
Boxing Day. Yeah, I went to Crisis to help out. I felt I needed something to make me all the things I've been doing every year. Let me see how I can work in putting it into a wider community that are usually on the margins. So homelessness is a passion of mine, and so I went in with trepidation because I wasn't sure what I would come against. You know, we all have this image of what we feel homeless people are, and to have about 300 in one roof, was a bit difficult for me to process. But then when I went in there and I could see Crisis, how they had organized these things, how they had given dignity back to people who didn't have anything, I felt, wow, so humble. And so when they were asking us, the volunteers, because they'll come in and say, oh, we need somebody to clean the floor. And I felt that would focus my mind. Yes, I would go in and I would clean the floor. I didn't mind. So I went in, cleaned the floor. And then when I finished that, they said, oh, we need somebody who would stand by the door and they call them our guests, as they come in for their meals. As I volunteered, I went and sat there, and I was able to guide our guests in to have, said, oh, we need people to serve the food. And I put my hands up and I went and I served the food. And they said, oh, we need people to chat with our guests. Now that would make it closer. You sit down at the table and you're talking to people. And I thought, yes, I'll try that out. And through all that, it was love for my fellow human beings that made me volunteer to say, I want to do this. And with all humility, there was no patronizing somebody or judging anybody. Who am I to judge somebody? So I went in there, I started talking to young ones, I started talking to older ones, I started talking to people, and because, sometimes I have information, I was able to give them information. Somebody wanted to start up a hairdressing business, I was able to give information, practical help that would help. Somebody who needed legal advice on how to set up the structure, I was able to be in a position to do that. So I offered that. So I started chatting with people, and just people who wanted to get, food on a regular basis. So I mentioned some of the places that I knew, because I do go out, sometimes to help the people on Oxford Street, the homeless people, with the Jesuit Center.
With which center?
Jesuit Center, the Catholic Center. They have there's a lady and a group of us. We volunteer, and we go with like a tureen for tea, to give coffee or tea to the homeless. But at the same time, we also give them practical things. So underwear, clean underwear. We give them